I think that we need to not talk about homeless people's past. If you want me to be really honest with you, what's the past that you're talking about? You know what I mean? Like in my circumstance, what's the past? It's the homeless guy. It's this homeless guy, and then I'm like in my 30s or in my late 20s, and I'm going like, okay, so I did a 1-day fast because if you know, or whatever, like, because you start reading the Bible and say, I wonder what's in here, you know, and I say to myself, look, oh, it's me. I'm in the Bible, you know, and what is it that what is it that there is to say? You don't believe in Jesus Christ? I mean, it's just it doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? And why wouldn't you always just start off with what Jesus says about homeless people? Why wouldn't you always just start off by listening to Jesus Christ? You know, that's the only Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? That's the only one. You know what I mean? Yeah, there were people messing around with young men in San Francisco in 1992, and I had to be really, you know, clever about things sometimes, you know. I thought I'm supposed to write a story about the book of my life if you ever get around to doing that. You know what I mean? Like, it's not necessarily just, you don't necessarily know like who people are, but like at a certain point there could be somebody that you would want to hear like a book. You want to read the book about the person's life if they wrote a story about their life. If there's a reason why. You know what I mean? And that's what I used to think, like, oh, okay, so, you know, this is a kind of a weird thing with like some kind of a weird opportunity when I'm like 65, you know, like that I could write a book about this because I was the only one that used to sleep at the, you know, park or like do these things, you know what I mean? And then here comes Jesus Christ. And you think I'm supposed to tell you to listen to Ray? I'm not going to necessarily tell you to listen to Ray. I mean, you might, especially if you were really actually like out here on the streets with me, like trying to survive, like in Los Angeles. But yeah, how many Jesus Christs are there, you know? And I think that homeless people can be rational and logical, and I think that they know who they are. And I think that you could even find out, you know what I mean, more about religion